Movie night continues in the villa. Here is the next question they had. The girls win this one and they decided to watch a movie about Ron. In this movie we see when Ron and Kai were talking. Kai says he really did like Olivia, but he's wondering if Olivia really liked him the way he did. Ron tells Kai that he thinks Olivia recoupled. He says that she was so into Tom and since she couldn't get him, this was her way to stay in the villa. Olivia was really mad over the "she couldn't get Tom" comment that Ron made, and Ron was like this. We also see when Ron was talking to Tom about how he thinks Sammy is going to recouple because it's hard to imagine she'll come back to him by herself. During this whole Ron movie, Lana seemed uncomfortable and embarrassed. When the movie was over, Olivia kicks off, calling Ron a fake friend and Ron shouting he already told Olivia she'd think she'll recouple. Olivia starts crying because Ron said she couldn't get Tom. Lana can't even look at Ron. Lana says this to Sanam. Ron continues yelling, but it's true though. Lana looks so disappointed. Ron says this. And we see Lana not even looking at Ron when he said that. Will asks Ron if she was alright. Ron says she won't even look at me. Ron says to the boys, he doesn't feel sorry, but he's going to say sorry because that's Lana's mate. This was their next question. They were tied, but since the girls answered the fastest they get to pick another movie. Girls pick Shaq to the Future. More like Shaq to the Past, because Zara appeared in Shaq's movie. This was when Shaq and Zara were having a conversation. Shaq told Zara that she is the kind of girl he'd go for. But before he said that, Zara told him something about how she wanted to go out with someone like him because they're both from the same place. But this wasn't shown in the movie. This was the way Tanya was looking when the movie ended. If looks could kill, Shaq would be dead. Boys were like, do you see the way they're looking at Shaq? Shaq is getting daggers. Tanya then was like, does anyone have anything to ask me? Shaq told her if she was mad because of the clip. Tanya answers him by saying, I have nothing to say to you. Shaq laughs, which causes Tanya to get even more mad. Tanya is mad because Shaq continued flirting with Zara after she handed him a tea. Shaq said to her, well, you told me you loved me and then went to Casa Amor and look at what you did. Tanya can't accept that what she did was so much worse than what Shaq did. She starts calling Shaq childish. This was their next question. The boys win and they picked to watch a movie about Olivia. In this movie we see when Olivia forgot Kai's name and when she was gossiping with Maxwell about the other couples, the couples being Claudia and Casey, Sammy and Tom, Sanam and Kai. This was their next question. Girls win and they watch a movie about Will. In this movie we see when Will and Layla were talking and she asked him if she should call him daddy. We see when Will told Layla he gravitated towards her and how he kissed her. We also see the conversation they had in bed. Just a little note. Layla says that nothing happened in the bed between her and Will. Moving on. We also see the moment when Will regrets he kissed Layla and the moment he says he's in love with Jessie. This was the next question. The boys win and they watch a movie about Jessie. In this movie we see Jessie saying she has object permanence, when Jessie said we will deal with the consequences when we get back and the time Jessie said when the cats are away the mice will play. Here's the next question. Girls win and they watch a movie about Maxwell. The last two movies we see are Sammy and Tom's movie. Of course Sammy was super pissed off during Tom's movie. Movie night is over, so now they're talking about it in their little boys and girls groups. Sammy and Tom are arguing because Sammy says Tom didn't tell her the full story about what happened. When they're done arguing, Tom walks out the villa to compose himself. Shaq is talking to Kai. He says he's mad that Tanya downplayed the whole thing, and he's the one being real with her and she can't be real with him. He also walks out the villa to compose himself. Tom comforts Shaq. Shaq and Tanya talk. Shaq is trying to explain to her why he's upset and Tanya keeps gaslighting him.